Today we are in Ipoh, Malaysia, which is kind of central Malaysia. It's similar to Georgetown, where it is known for its street art and its food, as well as its colonial architecture. And we're going to be spending the next 2 days exploring Ipoh. We just came down from Georgetown, so if you want to see that vlog, make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss anything that we get up to. I'm just recovered from bronchitis. So we are here in the old town. We're eating food. It's our first meal of the day, so we're super hungry. We stumbled upon this kind of like cute little Chinese restaurant. It's super cute. The prices in the old town are super expensive, so we're very lucky that we found this.
That was a loaded question. I think sometimes traveling is hard, and it feels hard right now.
It's kind of a cold, rainy day today, so I got this mushroom soup. And it's so good. Look how yummy it looks outside. This one got nasi lemak.
Nasi lemak is like a rice dish with a bunch of stuff along the side that you kind of mix in. It's quite popular, so I'm going to try it out. This one is an egg roll. So mid.
Kristen didn't like his main either. He said it was the worst thing he's had all trip. So Kristen really did not like his food. Didn't like his main, didn't like the egg roll. So much so that he thinks he's gonna throw up. So I told him to go stand outside and get some fresh air. It'll help make him feel better, and also because I feel bad for the restaurant to have to see him like gagging. I don't mind mine. I think mine's good. We're in 7-Eleven now. Kristen's getting more food because he didn't like his meal and was a little bit of a baby about it, but now we've got him 7-Eleven. I'm gonna explain what we're gonna do. I was talking a little bit in the restaurant, but I was trying to be quiet because I didn't want to draw any more attention to us. Online, I downloaded 2 walking maps, so you can get both of these also at the Tourist Information Center. We have them online and we didn't feel like walking all the way over there. So this is the first one. This one is for Old Town, and it maps all of the historic sites, and you can kind of just route through there. So I've plotted them in Google Maps, and we're going to follow along on this route as well. There's also a map of all of the street art. It's kind of a rainy, gloomy day outside though. Like, we've been eating soups, we've been having teas, so we don't know how much we're going to see today. And then we have all day tomorrow to pick up wherever we left off. By Asia standards, Ipoh actually has like a very decent sidewalks to walk on, especially for doing like this sort of historic old town walking tour. Usually these, and look at, the bikes are parked on the road, not on the sidewalk.
That's big. Being able to walk down a sidewalk uninterrupted in Asia is like a miracle. You will come into a restaurant or a motorbike at some point. This is the hostel that the actors at the Chinese theater used to come and stay in the 1920s while they were rehearsing and performing. We searched for this for so long. It's because this is the street on the map they give you. This looks like a real street, but it's just like an alley. Behind me is the Mikasa photo studio. This was a photo studio run during World War II by a Japanese spy. It was used as the cover, where he was then sending information about the Malaysian activities back to Japan. Behind me is the Birch Memorial, which is a big memorial tower to J.W.W. Birch, who was one of the first citizens of Perak when they came here, colonized it. But more interesting is this super cool tower. And as you can see, there's some figures at the top. So there's a bunch of figures all around it representing significant figures in world history. But look at this guy.
Hey, I
That's good. Sudah. Yes, yes. Tapi restoran tidak bagus, tidak bagus. والذين لا يشهدون الزور وإذا مروا باللغو مروا كراما والذين إذا ذكروا بآيات ربهم لم يخروا عليها.
We got a little distracted talking to that boy, so we didn't finish talking about what the controversy was. Like Kristen said, there's a bunch of important historical figures painted around the memorial tower, and one of them was a Christian icon. I'm pretty sure it was Jesus, but I'm not entirely sure because it's painted over now, and you can't find accurate info online. But because the state mosque is across the street, like you heard, they covered up that icon because it was directly facing the mosque. So that is why there's a blank spot on this tower. Anyways, continue.
So we were at the Birch Tower, as you saw, and this kid came up and was like messing around while we were trying to record. So we stopped recording and started chatting with him, and he spoke Malaysian, obviously, because he's in Malaysia. So I was speaking to him in Indonesian. I said I can speak a little Indonesian, and he was like, oh great. And we were chatting like back and forth the whole time, me and this kid. Then he brought his friend over because he was so excited, and we were talking to him. His friend spoke a little English, but I still spoke mostly Indonesian with him. And it was really cool. Like I was able to actually talk and communicate and explain stuff, and he would explain stuff and kind of have fun and joke around with them, which was really fun, really cool. Our kind of friends, we met this guy in Vietnam, came by, and they were impressed that I was speaking. So that was really fun. I was able to actually communicate and have a fun time chatting with that kid. I already met someone in Malaysia who was from Indonesia, but they were speaking way too fast. It was an old man speaking super, super fast. And I think that's maybe it's an older person thing, but the kid was kind of just messing around speaking slowly. And like, you know how kids, they'll say something and laugh, and so it's a lot easier to understand. So maybe that's the move, talking to kids. But it was really cool, and it made me happy. My language lessons are paying off. So those four buildings are the Mercantile Bank, the Straits Trading Company, and the Charter Bank, as well as the Hydropower Building. All just old colonial buildings that are still being used, but for a different purpose nowadays.
In this area, there are two murals on the mural trail that we're following. One of them is called Uncle Old with the white coffee. And white coffee is kind of like the Vietnamese egg coffee for Malaysia. The white coffee is like super famous here. He's holding a white coffee in the mural. This is the post office. It's one of the historic sites. It's very beautiful, but it is closed for restoration right now, as was the Notre Dame Church in Vietnam, in Ho Chi Minh City, as was Big Ben when we saw it. Restoration. Okay, this is the train station. It is a historic site as well. As you can tell, it's got that same distinct white colonial architecture as everything else has. This is where we got off the train earlier today, and we chose to take a grab back to our hotel, which means that we have a long ways to walk home, and it's now nighttime. But this is the historic train station. So behind me is the War Memorial. It's just outside of the train station, and it's commemorating the significant historical events that involved the loss of lives of Malaysian people. Two big ones are commemorating the efforts of the Malaysian people during both World Wars, and then the second is the Burmese-Thailand Death Railway. This is a huge railway that utilized the labor of Malaysians and Thai people and also Burmese people, as well as prisoners of war. 250,000 people were utilized in making this railway, and it is commemorating the sacrifice of the people who died during its creation.
So we're here at the St. John's Anglican Church. We kind of walked down this random street in the middle of the city to get here. I don't think this is much of a tourist attraction. It's also the middle of the night, so it looks very cool. I don't think we're really supposed to just walk around in here because it's nighttime and there's a kindergarten there. But we saw it. Hannah put it on the list. It's a cool old building.
So that is it for our walking tour of Old Town. We've now seen everything that they put on that list, essentially. We didn't record all of it.
We stumbled upon a late night roti canai restaurant, so we had to get two each. And then
day, and we are exploring the cave temples today. We are at the first one, which is Tek Luk Tong. This is a Buddhist temple that has been carved into the limestone rock into a cave. It looks super cool, so we're gonna go explore that. Sitting, okay. Sleeping, not okay. No.
Over here we have a bunch of statues of famous Buddhist arahants, which are like famous priests or disciples in Buddhism. And they have little stories about what they did. Like one rode a deer in to convince the king to join him as a Buddhist monk. Very fun. Must be the holy stalagmite. It's pretty funny. It's like got its own little temple and there's money on it. It's just a little stalagmite rock.
In our grab now, we're taking a grab to the next temple. It costs 6 ringgit, which is like $2 Canadian-ish. And the next temple is called Sampo Tong, and it is also where the Mirror Lake is. So that is what we're going to be checking out next.
So this is the Nam Dien Tong temple, which is a temple just before the temple we told you we were going to. And it's got a cool really cave temple with lots of stairs, but it's closed for maintenance like you just saw, so we're gonna head to the main one now. So we came to the Sampo Tong temple, which is the really famous big cave temple. It's really beautiful. And it seems to be closed, although there was no indication on Google Maps or anything. The driver took us right here, so clearly it's not well known. And a bunch of other people have been showing up, but the big door's just closed and we can't see anyone going in, so unfortunate. Guess we're not going there today. I think we're just gonna move on, sadly. But this is just what happens sometimes when you're traveling. now we're at the Mirror Lake, which is a pretty famous little lake surrounded by jungly mountains, just outside of the city center in Ipoh, and it's really beautiful.
They say if you come early enough, then the lake is like a mirror, like its name. Right now, because they do boat tours around, it's a little ripply, but you can still really see the reflection, like right there, of the cliffs surrounding the lake in the water.
So one of my favorite things about Asia is these beautiful lagoons surrounded by the mountainous jungles. It's just such a nice green color with the rocks. It's just beautiful. I love it.
We're finished now with the Mirror Lake. I'm feeling weird today. I'm feeling like the most apathetic I ever have. I'm super tired. I need to eat more food, and I don't know, I just feel overwhelmed recently. I have a ton of vlogs I have to do. Everything just seems overwhelming, and then we have to go to the Cameron Highlands and to Mandagara, and it's just a pain to get out there. There isn't a train, so it's like a series of local buses, and we're really tired of everything and need a break, and today I'm not feeling it. So Kristen's been doing most of the vlogging, and I've been doing a lot of, oh, that's pretty. But now we are headed back into Ipoh, and which is how you say it. It's not Ipoh. I've been saying it wrong this whole time. We're headed back into Ipoh to go get some food and then head back to the hotel. So we came back from the Mirror Lake, and now it's dinner time, and we didn't feel like going out. I've been doing vlogs, so we ordered in, and we're now getting to experience the classic takeout roti canai that we've been seeing other people get while we've been in person at the restaurants. It looks insane. Okay, so they give you the roti canai sauce. You guys have seen the roti canais. They're the kinds like the bread that you dip in the stuff. Here is the curry that you dip. It's genuinely a plastic bag with a elastic on the top. And then they give you your little paper bundle of roti. It's insane. Ah.
This is a thick burrito-like one here.
So we've got another one here. This one looks potentially different. Some more roti. And then, because we ordered 4 roti canais, roti Milo, like French toast roti, and then also, what was the other one?
This is roti bakar teller, which just means like bread grilled with egg. So you can see how that is French toast. So that's French toast. And then we have the regular roti canais.
Pretty sure they're just
oh no.
This one's the roti Milo.
This is the roti Milo. Milo is like their chocolate here.
Like chocolate sauce, that's what it
So that's
like.
gonna be good too.
I'll just pick it up with my hands.
Yum. So we're gonna dig in. This is exciting. So we got it on Grab, which is like Uber for Southeast Asia, and it was 20 ringgit for the whole thing with all the deals they added. And that's about 6 Canadian dollars. So good value. We just loaded up and got a bunch of fun stuff. So it's gonna be a fun little meal in our little hotel room.
And our entertainment, in classic narcissistic fashion, is our vlog. This is the Hoi An vlog that I just finished.
Yeah,
we're gonna watch it.
We're editing it, so.
Yeah. So a little Karsten and Hannah show with our dinner.
So this is 4 roti canais in one wrapper. Look at this. Nice. It's just a thick slab of roti, and it's hot. It's piping hot.
I'm gonna drop it.
Yum. Nice. We're gonna squeeze it all out. There's a lot.
Okay. Ah, these are hot.
I know.
It is very good. It is really, really good. So that is it for Ipoh. If you like this video, make sure to leave a like and leave a comment down below. Today we're headed to the Cameron Islands, so if you don't want to miss that vlog, make sure you subscribe and watch all of the rest of our videos so that you stay up to date with what we're getting up to here in Asia. We have been traveling for 5 months and we will be traveling for a year. So we are super excited to have you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!